I don't want to capitulate under any circumstances. I also would not use any weapon first. I would want to be strong enough, because I believe that strength in the hands of those who want peace is the best guarantee of peace.
Well, now, there are those, Dr. Teller, who reason as follows. They say that if you take conventional ethical arguments, which justified, for instance, the use of cannon or artillery or whatever as appropriate instruments to use in self-defense, that the use of a hydrogen bomb, even for so honorable a purpose, distorts the old hierarchy of values.
Here are 4 hydrogen atoms. If fused, brought together under proper conditions, they form 1 helium atom. But a loss of weight occurs during the process. In other words, the parts are heavier than the whole. Why? Because when the fusion takes place, this extra mass or weight is converted to and released as energy. Energy which might be put to some use.
The use of a hydrogen bomb, even for so honorable a purpose, distorts the old hierarchy of values. The Thomistic understanding was that you had to use something that was appropriate to the goal that you intended to realize. Now, is the killing of 100 million people appropriate to any goal at all?
Let me try to answer in terms which I understand. I do not want to go into religious arguments, yet I want to tell you that many years ago, when I was a young teenager, I once asked my grandfather, isn't it wrong that the Bible says a tooth for a tooth, an eye for an eye, the Old Testament? And what my grandfather said, I never forgot. It is not that you should take a tooth for a tooth or an eye for an eye. This is a prohibition. You must never take more than a tooth for a tooth, nor an eye for an eye. I think that the appropriateness of your response is a moral question. And there are some stable values in morality. And that is why I would object under all circumstances to a first strike. I would also say that if we are attacked, I would much rather have a defense, and we can have a defense. But I also think that we must be prepared to retaliate. I'd much rather, if I had to retaliate, destroy cities and factories which are empty of people. And indeed, the Russians have a civil defense which is based on evacuation of their cities. I don't want to kill anybody. I don't want to kill Russians. But I also don't want to give up. And I would like to have the technical means, the means in technology that can keep us safe, that can serve for our defense or for some deterrence. And if it so happens that many millions have to be killed, after many millions of us have died, I would say that a continuation of freedom means to me more than practically any other consideration. Is that an evasion or an answer?